My name is Roland. I'm from Finland, 45 years old, and I have been dealing with CFS for at least 5 years. Probably I have had hypersensitive nervous system since child, but the real struggle began 5 years ago. It was my arms and legs that failed me, or started to fail me, so I lost muscular strength from my legs, or it felt like it, and then later on it in my arms. That was the biggest or the scariest symptoms that I encounter. Not just fatigued and heavy and tired, it felt like I had no muscular strength, and I didn't know where the fault was. Actually, in February this year, I thought that my future was in a wheelchair. I remember that I could walk for 10 minutes and then all strength, just like a flick of a switch, it faded, and I became so weak. And the time when I was still at work as a truck driver, I was on a workplace and that feeling hit me, and I didn't know if I would make it back to the cabin in the truck. Yeah, it was pretty intense then. And from there I was sick leave, and then the recovery journey began. The first time, of course, was very difficult because I knew, and I wasn't accepting the fact that this was a lifelong condition. So I started searching the internet, and I found pretty easily your YouTube content, but I wasn't then sure about it because there are many frauds around the world. I didn't know what to think, and you were talking in your videos about of anxiety, and I was just, no, I haven't anxiety. I just, where's the weakness in my legs and arms? No, it isn't that. I actually saw a video of Dr. Martin Rutherford, and they started explaining the fight and flight system and how it affects the brain and the body. And then I got it. Hey, this Miguel, he talks about this very same thing. I think he knows. He might know how these things work. And then I got confident, and okay. I needed assurance before I started to take in all of your content. At first it was weird because my mother tongue is Swedish, so it's weird to talk in a different language. It was kind of hard at the first, but then when you get to know everybody after a few times, 2-3 times, and people start sing up, and you get to that community and you get people cheering at you, then it gives you boost and it gives you assurance to continue, and you get that feeling that you're on the right track and at the right place. It's incredible. Every coaches are different, but they are all great and they have their own strength. So yeah, it was of course a bit difficult to ask questions at first because they are personal, but when everyone do it and the coaches are answering, it became so natural over time. So it just gives you strength and help, and you get the questions answered, and you get that reassurance that you're on the right track and you're not doing anything wrong. For me, it is important to be in a community because there are so many question marks in the CFS world around normal people, healthy people, that they don't understand. So being around people that going through the same thing as myself, it's a big help. You get support. And in September I went on a trip, and it was an eye-opener because I had some hard times, and I wrote on the community, and there were so much people cheering me up and giving you that additional boost that you need when you are in a difficult place. So yeah, it's For me, it's top value. I had a very big adjustment period that lasted for quite long, and now my energy levels are just going up and up. So from the beginning, I have made huge progress. It's incredible. And the biggest thing was understanding the emotions, how they affect the recovery. So when I got that sorted out, it really started to take off in another direction. I have had a quite good capacity even in springtime when I was very bad, but the time span of 3 months, the significant change has been that I could be doing stuff for 3 days in, or maybe just 2 days in August, and I needed to rest for 2-3 days. And now I have been 1.5 week on the run. Yeah, and I'm just in a small adjustment period right now. Energy level has risen very much. It's just so crazy that we are living in a modern society and people suffering with this illness doesn't get help from doctors. And the only one that can help you is yourself, but you need a little support, and that's from the academy and all the coaches. It has been the best investment of my life, yeah, because I have had so weird symptoms during these 5 years, and I have had all tests done multiple times over the years, and the doctors have found nothing. So yeah, if you calculate that, all the cost that I had put down for the test, so it's much more than the 3 months in the academy has cost. So yeah, and now I know what is the cause and how to get rid of these symptoms. So yeah, definitely it's an investment that everyone suffering should do. Absolutely. 1 year back, I would tell myself to slow down and to listen to your body because it's trying to tell you something. And if not, the test and doctors can explain what it is. It's like you said, it's probably a hypersensitive nervous system. And then get help from the academy or some other program. But get a coach because you will need it. Even if I earlier said that you are the one that are doing all the work, but you need the help, you need the support, and you need the community. Don't be stubborn. Just grab the moment and take the help that people are offering. When you don't understand and nobody can actually explain what's going on, so taken from there, it's the journey has been tough but amazing, and I don't think we ever got to learn. You probably know, I used to say that a day when you learn something new, it's a good day. So I think self-development are continuing the whole life, and I still got a very big part with my emotions that has to be dealt with because they are probably one of my roadblocks. Also being a perfectionist, so I have to ease up a bit on things. It's so true that every one of the coaches tells, because the 2 first months you don't notice the progress. Even if you keep track, you might notice that you are progressing and you're getting better. But now, 3 months, and when I look at what my capacity was in August. And now it's huge. This is a lesson for life, and like many others have said, that everyone can benefit from this program. I used to pep talk my girlfriend and tell her how she should respond when something goes wrong. And I mean, you don't have to have a hypersensitive nervous system to implement these things that you're learning out in the academy. Everyone can benefit from them, and you can become a better version of yourself by implementing them.